what goes around comes around. The negative energy that you put out as an individual, as a person, onto somebody else now, that negative energy will come and find you and will come right back to you. Because what goes around, say it with me guys, what goes around comes around. You one day, babes, you one day, babes. Do you understand? Do you guys understand?
I would like to couple up with this girl because, like myself, she's been here from the very beginning.
They've both been here from the beginning.
I believe that the journey's not finished.
Child, the way you're keeping it so cryptic.
Seeing her grow.
Child, we don't need paragraphs. It's a dissertation. Hurry up.
Happy. Yes. So.
What?
Got rid of me now.
It wasn't a case of get rid of you.
I feel like it was.
Jesus
I
Christ.
definitely see us going somewhere.
Actions speak louder than words.
Right, sure.
And stuff, we're like, she's meant to be one of the closest people in here. This is a weird old game, weird old
Inject it! Inject it, guys. Inject it. Pressure. Daily and consistent. Daily and consistent. Where do I flipping start? I'm actually so dead right now. Naz is still in the competition and he's winning on flipping God. The way he just dumped Leanne. Oh my days. We have so much to get into when it comes to this episode. So Leanne was dumped. I predicted that with my first look teaser review. Leanne was dumped from the show. But is she to blame for her own demise?
Oh, just go away. Oh, literally obsessed with me.
Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Murad_Murali, and buy some merch if you guys want to as well. The link is attached and you can see some of my jumpers under each one of my YouTube videos. We have so much to get into. We're going to dive deep to the main narrative, which was the Leanne and Mike stuff.
But I think it was just a bit muggy that you did it right there when I'm right here.
I don't believe anybody expected this to fall so quickly. The relationship, like Black Love, hashtag Black Love was trending #1 the day that these two were together. It was going so well, and evidently Leanne was just so over it.
Oh, just go away. Oh, literally obsessed with me.
Because I genuinely thought that Mike would have picked her, you know, to be in a friendship couple and stay together, but Mike was like, you know what? The way you badded me up on this show for free, I will bad you up as well, and I'll make sure that you pack your bags and you will leave first class, not even first class, economy, back seat, just completely. She was over it completely. Even when Mike tried to come to her, you know, say, ask her permission, or, you know, give her awareness if she's gonna move to Jess or whatever, like she was like, oh, why are you so obsessed with me, whatever, just go away. She gave off this kind of unbothered, irritated kind of attitude. And it's hard with Leanne because at one point I feel like she is, you know, the product of her own demise, and she kind of crafted literally like her own departure. She created that by just leaving. What she should have done, Leanne is she should have told Mike that she's not feeling Mike when other boys enter the villa that are feeling her, so that she has options. The thing with Leanne is she doesn't have any other options in there, so it's a very dangerous and risky game to play to end the safe bet that you have. However, that also proves that she isn't playing a game and that she's just being herself. I feel like the type of crowds that perhaps both Mike and Leanne kind of hang with perhaps are quite different, which is why these two aren't getting on, because what it seems to be is that the reason why Mike and Leanne weren't doing well because there was a personality clash. There was a major personality clash where these two just simply were not fitting well together. And I also feel like Leanne herself was actually quite difficult, and I'm sure we can all agree. One minute she liked him, the next minute she was playing him, then she's like, I don't like him at all. I think her venting with her girls came off more bad than it is, because guys, we all vent to each other when we're not feeling something. So I feel like the way it was edited and the way it was hyped up, and just that particular minute, what she was saying was just pretty bad. So I feel like that in itself is why everybody disliked her strongly. But she got dumped.
So
she got dumped from the whole situation, and I don't think Leanne saw that coming. I didn't see that coming. I thought he would have saved Leanne so that these two could, nurture a friendship out of this and perhaps have a pact to save each other. But the guy saved Sophie, and I was actually very shocked. Not really shocked. I feel like Love Island would try to keep Sophie in because of the Rochelle Humes kind of, relation. I feel like they were trying to rinse out Sophie, because I said they desperately wanted Sophie for so long. They finally got her now. They're not going to get rid of her like that. So I feel like Leanne going is just a bit like bittersweet, because of her own actions. She wasn't really in there to really find anyone. I feel like she wasn't bothered or whatever. Just an experience for her to just go, enjoy. She came off quite aloof, but sweet, because I did like Leanne. I feel like she was quite shady in the first couple of episodes. She was quite funny, and I feel like there's a lot of her that we're not being able to see, unfortunately. So I would have liked to see more of her, with more triangles. The triangle with Luke, T, Mike, and Leanne was something that I really wanted to kind of see, but we didn't get that at all. That would have been a good storyline as well. But you can now see that Leanne is pissed and upset in the review for the next episode, but we'll be doing that tomorrow. We're focusing on today. We have Sophie now. As soon as she found out that this whole recoupling was going to take place, my girl was sweating bricks.
Tonight there will be a recoupling.
are you joking, man? I feel
She was putting in extra shifts, and she is the complete opposite to Leanne. She is definitely playing the game. When it came to the whole Connor, situation, she was doing those fake tears, and here she's going around saying, I don't want to go home, I don't want to go home, keep me in, please. Being emotional, keeping in that word, going to Naz and say, listen, I'm more important than this new girl, pick me. And of course Shauna doesn't like that. I'm very glad she's sticking up for Naz. That I didn't see coming, but I'm very glad that she is. And I feel like it's very unfair for her to be saying to Naz, keep me in instead of her. I feel like that's kind of like emotional manipulation to say I'm more important. And I'm very glad that Naz sticked to his guns and picked Demi. These two, I feel like, they match each other's energies, but it's just too early to see if Naz and this girl can go along the long way. Hopefully they do. Naz to win the competition, most definitely.
I'm just excited to see where it goes. Demi.
But I just don't know if it's with this girl yet, only because it's just a bit too early now. Think about it, it's only been 24 to 48 hours. It's just too early for us to know what exactly is going on when it comes to these two. Ginger tea. Then we have this whole triangle situation with, Shanice, Luke, and Rebecca. And Rebecca obviously,
lost out on that.
Feeling that
So
right now.
Not friends.
Nah, feel it. Well, not necessarily not friends. I just feel that I need
I'm very happy that she did, because karma came full house for you. Shanice is actually growing on me now. I actually do really like her, so hopefully she doesn't ruin it in the coming few weeks. I do like Shanice and Luke T together. I'm kind of glad that they both joined and she chose him. Reason being is because both of them are quite abstract, both of them are quite cheeky, they have weird personalities. Put them together and you get this weird kind of cute interaction. So I'm quite keen to see where that goes. And we now have Wallace, who picked Rebecca. That I didn't see coming at all. I feel like Wallace, good looking guy, but I just don't see a personality in him. I feel like I'm not really seeing much in him, so hopefully we can see more of him in the coming weeks. I'm praying so. I'm glad Rebecca stayed. Reason being is because I feel like she likes to change up the narratives, and any entertaining stuff that we've seen in the last week or so, most of it has included Rebecca.
I think it's a little bit of karma, to be honest with you. I'm glad I stood my ground, and I'm glad that I vocalised how I felt.
So I feel like she does play a valuable asset to the cast, and I'm very glad that she has definitely stayed in the villa. But Leanne, I did not see this coming. For her to go so quickly, the downfall of her character, completely gone from the villa, absolutely been dumped, and I find this to be shocking.
The world we made.
That's exactly what he wanted to do, and a lot of us didn't really expect it. We had an inclination with my review, but I still, from that video that I did before today, I still didn't think Leanne was going home. But she's now been dumped halfway through the competition, and I just feel like, you know, sad, but at the same time, she kind of asked for it. She was kind of literally digging her own hole. I feel like just her lack of empathy and sympathy for people, her lack of interest, it's like she wasn't really looking for anybody else, maybe because Mike snatched her up. But I genuinely thought that there was a big personality clash between these two, and Mike within itself, he was sweating bricks as well, not just Sophie, but Mike was putting in the shifts and the work. It was just, I feel like I was getting secondhand embarrassment from him because I don't know what he was doing.
Why somebody that comes in, why not somebody that's already here?
But I feel like he was moving to Jess, then, you know, in front of Leanne, and Leanne got upset. That I don't know why she got upset with, as I said in my earlier review today, because you dumped the guy, so why would you even be checking for him? I don't know, number one. Number two, the way Mike is so desperately moving to Jess and keeping his options open, he wanted to move to Sophie as well. He's playing that game big time, and he wants to stay in the villa, and he is vulnerable because he's single, so now he is desperately scared.
Just almost come back in brand new, like getting to know people again.
Why have they gone like there?
Most definitely, and he needs someone ASAP. So he's trying to rekindle that Jess situation, but Jess isn't that stupid. I feel like she was asking quite a few questions here and there, and she, you know, is leaning more towards Luke than Mike, which puts him in danger as well. But that I found to be quite interesting, how Mike was doing the absolute most, and you can just tell from the body language, it's just screaming from Leanne that she does not like Mike. She's expressed to herself, as we've seen, but she just like, ugh, she just despises him, and I find it just very interesting. The girl got dumped. Wow, this is the drama that we need. This is what we need when it comes to the show. Let me know your thoughts are. Are you guys happy that Leanne has left? Are you guys content that Leanne has left? Or did you guys want her to stay? What are your thoughts on Mike? What are your thoughts on Sophie? What are your thoughts on, you know, Shanice and Luke? Let me know. Comment down below, please. Subscribe. Buy some merch if you guys want to as well. And I'll catch you guys soon for another review.